The organic enjoyment of video games has long been dead and buried. Mass marketing, buzzwordy influencers, the wall of noise via paid-for content creators. This is all the expected marketing beats that comes with, well, everything. Content. So what's my point? Well, I often don't know, but this time I do. Guides, a concept that has existed for decades. Once things called books that told us where to go and what to do and at what times to do them and what items to wear, and sometimes even curious bits of information from behind the scenes. I have a few of these littered around my collection, and I have fond memories of reading the Diablo 2 guide extensively while on the toilet, and mainly for the lore. But anyway, let's get back to the topic and not focus on my toilet habits. The sheer amount of content creators out there matched with social media has led to an epidemic of players playing games in the same way no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's an online PvP FPS or a single player story driven RPG, everything has been figured out and guided from day one. Take for example the recent re-release of Oblivion. Reborn into a whole new visual life, it's welcomed back hordes of 30+ year olds, as well as a bunch of new players that's only idea of Elder Scrolls is Skyrim. A whole new world to explore, learn and live in. So what better way to experience it by checking guides to give you every single advantage possible and thus robbing yourself of about half the experience of playing Oblivion. Gone is the learning process, replaced with instruction. Detached is the awe of discovery, instead the process of industry. This insatiable hunger to have the best build or the best items has utterly deflated the value of the journey. It may be a sentimental idea, but the journey of a video game represents many different things for many different people.
What
the fuck? What's the... The best build isn't always the most fun or creative. Just ask the legion of MMO fans, especially those who would regularly roll Flavor of the Month World of Warcraft classes. And meta doesn't always guarantee satisfaction, just results. Boiling games with such large scopes down to processes in order to gain the best results almost feels counterproductive. Those big numbers when you do damage to an enemy pale in comparison to the surprise when you uncover a powerful weapon after an expedition through a dungeon that you just happened to stumble upon. Tweaking and tinkering between different skills, talents and weapon attachments is a journey within itself. Even in recent titles like Clair Obscura Expedition 33, the amount of joy to be found in crafting your skill setups and pictos, I just can't imagine robbing myself this aspect by simply chasing the best build. It feels like we're almost out of touch with the process of playing a game, and more at the end game stage, just looking for results, or trying to find the easiest way to speed through something by removing any level of challenge or input. Whenever a new game comes out, you'd be guaranteed you're going to find countless guides across social media telling you how to play it, telling you the meta. On the surface level, you could say it's just ways to make games easier and more accessible, but if we dig a little deeper, I think it's more than that. I think people are starting to lose the ability to simply experience things for themselves, to build their own journey. And this is not unique to video games. Just look at the amount of people that rely on Rotten Tomatoes for their movie-going needs, or how people's opinions are built and swayed on the general populace that they follow on social media. I mean, this explains things like grums. But, as I always say, this is a topic for another time. Though this video is brief, I just want to make it clear, you are robbing yourself if you just follow guides to play video games. Of course, use them in times of need where you're stuck, but allow the game experience to be unique to you. Allow yourself to fail, allow yourself to make mistakes. Just like real life, although don't make any major mistakes where you might kill someone. When you first leave those Imperial sewers in Oblivion, that world is yours to explore. Don't go looking for guides to find the best items, find the best way to level up. Just simply play. It's in the name, play. I guarantee you will have a much better experience by the end of it. You're not going to remember the time that you had the most efficient damage build, but you will remember the time that you found that cave with that weird goblin thing in. That was a bit of a challenge. And then you solved that puzzle that opened up a secret chamber, and inside the secret chamber was a coffin, and when you opened the coffin, this giant skeleton came out, and it was so hard, but you beat it. And when you beat it, you got a dagger that you're never going to use, but it looks cool. You could accuse me of being overly sentimental, and I'd probably agree, but I truly believe that preserving the act of play is what makes for lasting memories with a video game. Try your best to reject the guides until you need them, or through a second playthrough at least. Don't worry about the best, don't worry about optimizing how you play. Just simply play.